What's going on YouTube? This is Mr. Scott01 coming to you with another review. Today we have a fragrance from Wataniah. But before we get into what that fragrance is, let's roll my music. Today we're looking at one from the house of Wataniah. Wataniah is a house that's under the umbrella of Lattafa. Lattafa is making a lot of moves and shaking up the industry with a lot of their clones, but to me, they're not necessarily all the way clones. To me, they're a mixture of one or two or more fragrances. Today we're talking about Kayaan Classic Black from Wataniah. Now, Kayaan Classic to me smells like a mixture of Dior Homme Intense, like a lot of people are saying, but people are saying it's like a 90%. And I'm gonna tell you what the other 10% is. To me, this is a blend of Dior Homme Intense as well as Van Cleef and Arpels Midnight in Paris. Now, both of those fragrances have been compared to each other in the past. Midnight in Paris, of course, is discontinued. But man, when I first opened this bottle and smelled it, this right here took me back to 2015, and that's the first thing that came to mind because I smelled Midnight in Paris before I smelled Dior Homme Intense. This is a nice bottle, simplistic, nothing too fancy or anything. It has that mirror finish. Kayaan Classic written at the top in some Arabic writing. You have Wataniah written down there below. This is an EDP formulation, and the performance reflects that. So with no further ado, let's get into the scent. On first spray, I get bergamot, and I get some citrus. I'm figuring maybe that's lemon. Also, too, I get a nice dose of leather in the top as well. That iris starts to come through almost immediately, along with some tonka for that added sweetness. At the top, this is where it reminds me of Midnight in Paris the most. After about 20 minutes, that iris really starts to shine through more than anything else. That citrus kind of is more subdued, and you smell iris, you smell that tonka is still there, and the iris is real powdery. And in the midst, this is where it reminds me the most of the old intense. And I'm not gonna lie, it's very close, like everyone is saying. But from time to time, I still get hints of Midnight in Paris up in here because they're different scents, but they're reminiscent of each other. But yeah, that's just my take on it. Kayaan Classic from Wataniah is smooth, it's seductive, and playful at the same time. Because, like I said, this also reminds me of Midnight in Paris. I'm getting about 7 hours out of this fragrance, a nice scent trail for 3 to 4 hours, and after that, it starts sitting close to the skin. But like I said, I'm getting at least 7 hours out of this fragrance. This one from Wataniah, I've actually went and brought a second bottle because they're always reformulating, and it's just that good to me. Kayaan Black Classic. This is good for a date night. Cooler temperatures. I wouldn't do this too much in the heat. But you can get away with it in the spring, a little less sprays, fall definitely, and also winter as well. Like I said, this is extremely smooth, a very smooth iris, very powdery. You got your amber at the bottom, near the base. You can't go wrong with this, not in my opinion. If you're an iris lover, you need to have this in your collection. Well, thank you all for tuning in. My name is Mr. Scott01. Please like, share, subscribe. I got more things coming, more dupes, as they would say. But like I said, in my opinion, a lot of these so-called dupes smell similar, but they always have a twist. Once again, this is Mr. Scott 01. Look good, feel good, smell good, and I'll catch you later.